small Russian bridgehead is now collapsing the Ukrainian defensive line. It's day 780 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from Chasiv. During my absence, Russian paratroopers have launched a massive push towards Chasiv. Their first objective is likely to push Ukrainian forces to the other side of the canal. They are currently attacking from several axes. As a result, Ukrainian forces are having hard time holding Russians back. This situation has resulted in Ukraine losing their best positions located on the heights. The cascading effect started when Russia launched a push along this road. As Ukrainian forces were busy holding Russians west of Avdiivka to not let them close the gap, Russians found weakened defense in this area. In the next few hours, they, with the help of armored vehicles, launched an attack along the road. And their estimate was correct. They were able to reach the outskirts of the micro-district, however were not able to enter the village. You see, this bridgehead that Russian forces just created was very, very important, because this gave them access to the dominant heights to their surroundings, which they, without wasting any time, started to expand. They started attacking northwards and southwards. At the northern axis, after the attack, they were able to reach the rear of the Ukrainian forces, entrenched at the Avdiivka, which consequently worsened the situation for Ukrainians at the village. This maneuver paid Russians very well. In the next few hours, they started putting pressure on Ukrainians in the village, which forced Ukrainians to withdraw to the northern part. As a result, Russians took nearly 85% of the village under their control. We have a similar cascading effect at the southern axis. After the Russians started attacking this tree line, it was reported that they were able to capture this section of most dominant heights, after which their target became this whole area. As you already know, when Russians were advancing on Avdiivka, Ukrainians used this area very extensively, as this had good fortification. Several attempts were made by Russians, but most of them failed, because the dominant heights were under Ukrainian control. However, after the recent Russian advance, tables have turned. Reports say Russian forces started attacking this area from several directions. This time they were successful. They were able to take this whole area under their control. In the meantime, Russian units were able to enter the first houses in the micro-district. As you can see, this small advance helped Russia gain very important positions. However, I should make it clear that all these advances were not done in a single attack or without any losses. In fact, Ukrainians have provided intense resistance at every inch of the way, as best as they can. For example, at Avdiivka, as Russians approached Ukraine's rear, Ukrainian forces with couple of armored vehicles tried to counterattack. However, they were quickly repelled. But this should make it clear that Ukrainians are not simply walking away, but it is proving very difficult for them to provide resistance, as Russian forces are shelling Chasiv very, very intensely with various types of ammunition. Ukrainian sources along with many Western media claim that, without instant support from the United States, their line could collapse. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.